Only one man could have made this film, and only one man can bring it to you tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Mr. Christopher Nolan!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to APWC. On the occasion of 10 years of Interstellar, I decided to make a video in order to discuss the impact this movie had on me. So without wasting any time, let's begin.
Ready.
Released in 2014, Interstellar was one of those films which I had rejected instantly because of my naivety with respect to films. I still remember my initial response of Interstellar was pretty negative and almost ended up sharing a similar response to a few people on the internet. But it's only after I grew up and understood both cinema as well as science,
Yes, science!
astrophysics to be precise, my opinion towards Interstellar changed. And somehow it became one of those films which I respected and adored. In fact, it became a part of my Letterboxd top 4 films as well.
Oh my god! Wow!
It's surprising how Sir Christopher Nolan, who has brought this revolution in filmmaking with some mind-blowing films and is often regarded as a director who makes complex films, ended up making a film that is so close to my heart for reasons unknown.
I'd say don't try to understand it, just feel it.
Even Mr. Nolan knows the greatness he achieved with Interstellar, yet he denies it.
Is Interstellar your favorite movie in your filmography?
Pass.
What Nolan created with Interstellar, he has not been able to replicate it, especially with films like Dunkirk and Tenet, which, in my opinion, are not his best. Oppenheimer came very close to it. In fact, the entire theatrical experience blew my mind. Still, if I have to rank his films, Interstellar will always be on top. The Dark Knight trilogy will come second, because I'm Batman.
What? Unbelievable.
For anyone who knows me personally, is also aware of my love towards Batman and how I try to replicate Bruce Wayne as well as Batman's ideology.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
The dialogues of this film need a special mention.
Love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space.
This world's a treasure, Donald. It's been telling us to leave for a while now. Mankind was born on Earth. It was never meant to die here.
We used to look up in the sky and wonder at our place in the stars. Now we just look down and worry about our place in the dirt.
Pray you never learn just how good it can be to see another face.
What I'm more afraid of? Them never coming back or coming back to find we've failed.
Then let's succeed.
The subtle humor is too smart and real. It feels raw and not something that you sit down and write.
Nice. What's your trust setting, Tars?
Lower than yours, apparently.
Grandpa says you can get ghosts.
Well, maybe that's because Grandpa's a little too close to being one himself.
I genuinely need to ask, how the fuck did Hans Zimmer come up with Cornfield Chase? It is one of the most beautiful scores ever created for a film. Also, not to forget the iconic No Time for Caution.
Cooper, this is no time for caution.
This score literally elevates the entire docking sequence and keeps you on the edge of the seat till the scene is over.
Come on, Tars!
Matthew McConaughey puts life into Cooper. His stoic persona is something that I would adapt someday. But before I do that, I have to let go of my aggressive, arrogant persona first. Anne Hathaway's portrayal of Dr. Amelia Brand, who proves that there is something with respect to love that we may not understand, but it has the power to transcend time and space. It took me a lot of time to understand this, and I wish I had understood it earlier. Murph is the backbone of this film. She is smart and sensitive, a combination that only leads to absolute focus and sincerity in solving the gravity equation.
Why did you and Mom name me after something that's bad?
Well, we didn't. Murphy's Law doesn't mean that something bad will happen. What it means is that whatever can happen will happen, and that's it.
When she's small, she knows that if Cooper goes, he may never come back.
I figured out the message. One word. You know what it is? Stay.
But it's that moment when Cooper returns from Miller's planet after 23 Earth years due to the severe time dilation and checks the video messages from his family. He gets to know about his son's marriage, death of his father-in-law, and his grandson as well. But he gets shattered when he sees Murph, who is roughly his age when he had left. This scene always breaks me. You can see the pain in his eyes. But what hurts the most is the end, when Cooper somehow returns back to one of the orbiting stations to find an ailing old Murph.
No parent should have to watch their own child die.
There are many other legendary actors in this film who elevate the film and give it a 10x booster with their presence. The entire concept of how a three-dimensional space can exist in a five-dimensional reality where time is a physical dimension blew my mind. My younger version never understood this. For him, it was like throwing fancy jargons and hyperboles. How one could visit their past, present and future in a few jumps always fascinates me, keeping in mind that if time becomes an accessible physical dimension, then this phenomena can turn into reality.
Interesting.
It also baffles me how they got a lot of the scientific facts right, like for instance the structure of both a black hole as well as the wormhole.
What it looks like in Interstellar, but we're going to move the camera up to the North Pole and see what happens. It's pretty obvious. You lose the crossbar. You blur things out because the radio astronomers don't have very good angular resolution.
In fact, according to space.com, the portrayal of what a wormhole would look like is considered scientifically correct.
2 dimensions? A circle. What's a circle in 3 dimensions? Sphere. Exactly.
That's it for this video, guys. Comment on your thoughts on Interstellar. And if you like this video, then do subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.
The important thing isn't can you read music, it's can you hear it? Can you hear the music, Robert?